Alrighty, welcome in Play by Play podcast. As we
Straight in there, mate.
straight into it, yeah, ready to rock and roll. Got to get you home, mate. It's late night. Let's get stuck into what's been a pretty big weekend of rugby. Jordan Hughes alongside Tyler Campbell, Rian Stowers, and we did 1 week together, and he's on here.
Yeah, I'm a bit unsure how I feel about it.
Do you have some intel? What's going on?
Yeah, he was telling me, well, what did he say in the chat? He had a job interview, but he was down at Bond for that job interview, and then he actually left training and went home early.
Well, the job interview is the Bond thing.
Yeah, just to Bond, which he's already got the job for.
No way.
That's crazy.
Which is pretty crazy, but then I apparently accidentally lit up to one of the boys thinking they wouldn't tell me that he had to go catch up with an old mate. So I'll get the picture for you, and you can put it up behind me, and you can see who he was catching up with. So, I won't give any spoilers right now for the listeners, but when the clip comes up, I'm sure they'll enjoy the photo of Geordie and his new mate.
It's a shame, though. We had a lot of good feedback last week about all four of us together.
Yeah.
I know.
Let us down. Anyway.
It's good fun as well.
It was.
Two comedians, two serious, analytical people.
There we go. You decide who's who. Let's get stuck in. Now, if you are just joining us for the first time, we're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Apple, and Spotify for your podcast. So we're trying to be everywhere, so support the boys, follow along, and some reviews as well. It's always helpful. Lads, week in review. What caught your eye? Rugby, sporting, culture,
I'm gonna go
whatever.
Sporting.
Okay.
Light heavyweight, New Zealand champion.
On one leg.
And he did it on one leg.
I did see this.
Did you watch the fight?
No, I saw the headlines.
Bro, that was a crazy fight. Like, as soon as he did his knee, I was like, oh, no, this always happens to Kiwis when they get the shot.
It's funny because we've been waiting for Kai Cutter France. Like
Exactly.
He's always been who we thought was going to be the first sort of Kiwi Māori champion, and then what's his name? Ulberg.
Yeah, Ulberg. Samoan, Kiwi.
I think it's Samoan Māori.
Yeah, I think he is too, yeah.
A bit of a Rian in him.
So what's the next step now for him? What
He
happens
just
now?
won the title.
He's the champ.
Yeah, I think Pereira relinquished and went up.
Yeah.
So unless Pereira comes back down to fight him, he'll be defending the belt. But I think he might have to relinquish the belt.
Yeah, because of his knee.
Because of he's blowing out his ACL, so he won't be able to
so
fight.
it's a good 12 months. Yeah.
But at the same
Crazy.
time, there's been points where John Jones held the belt for 2 years without fighting.
I don't think that'll happen ever again, eh?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll let that happen, but it's a hell of a feat, and I know the guy that he was fighting. It kind of looked like he was a bit nice, but that's the game. You can't be nice to someone, get clipped, and we've all seen Samoans the way they can hit and tackle. So
Yeah,
would have to be even punching. Look at Opataia.
Polynesian power.
Man. He got clipped, and
There you go.
that was the end of the fight there.
You?
How good?
TC?
The Masters.
Yes.
Bryson was a letdown.
Yeah, we thought he was
Five to get out of the bunker.
struggling.
That was not a good look.
Holy.
What's the other guy that came second again? What's his name?
Scotty.
No.
What's his name? Starts with S, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Stefner.
This is going to be bad.
Scheffler.
Nah, Gene Bell.
Oh, I can't remember.
Anyway, he got second again, but back to back for Rory.
Rory, he goes into a list of big names. Tiger, Jack Nicholson, Nicholas.
Yeah, Nichols. Yep.
Nicholas, something like that.
So he has a chance to go three-peat next year. First time ever. No one's ever done that.
You know what's scary? And, our man's going through it at the moment. He found a way to nerf himself. But just the run over a short time that Tiger had to win 8 or 19 majors. And you look at Rory, who feels like he's been around for years and been, number one in the world for the last sort of 10 years. And he's only got like 10.
Yeah.
It just shows you how dominant Tiger was from those early 90s to mid-2000s before he decided to nerf himself.
He made golf,
Fun.
cool as well.
Yeah, he was the guy.
Yeah.
But he was just there. And did you see they brought up the stats of Rory's average drive versus Tiger's? And Rory's was say it was 370 yards.
Yeah.
And Tiger's was 368 30 years ago. You think of technology and how much better clubs and stuff are now. That just shows you how good that man was at his peak.
Beast. Yeah, he's making headlines still. For me, I'm going to go the athletics. Gout and Lockie Kennedy. They're flying, the boys. You see much of this at all?
I did. Gout,
19.67 for 200.
under 20 world record?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
And Kennedy flying the 109.97, I think so.
It's funny to watch because
Good.
I don't think Bolt took a little bit longer to. I remember his first world champs. It wasn't even world champs, was it?
Olympics?
Olympics, whatever they call it. But Bolt took ages in the younger grades to actually peak.
Oh, sorry, yes, yeah.
He was becoming last, and then towards the back, then he just became the freak that we know him as the greatest runner of all time.
Yeah.
Gout's breaking those records already young.
It's pretty cool.
If he can keep improving and working his way up, I think he'll get the 200.
Yeah.
I don't think 100's going to be his
this
race.
Lockie kid seems the one. So we have two potential medalists from Australia. That's crazy. So we'll take that. He's only 18 too.
Get them to sevens.
100%. Yeah,
Go out on the sting, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he that much loves contact personally, but
Have you ever seen Bolt like when he did the All-Star games for basketball?
Is he
Proper athlete.
And he played good soccer
He played
player.
soccer,
yeah.
He's a bit of a handy off the.
It's always good seeing like that random person good at a sport.
Yeah.
Like J. Cole at basketball.
Yeah,
Chris Brown. Like
Chris Brown, really?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart's pretty good.
Fresh
Really,
at
for a little
basketball,
short.
yeah.
He won like 4 of the Celebrity All-Star.
Yeah, they had to take him out.
MVPs.
He kept winning it.
4 for
They had to
nothing.
ban him because
He
was
became
just
the coach.
Cooking everyone.
Yeah, he was actually that good.
There you go. Let's move to rugby, boys. Super Rugby round review. On the tipping front, this is why Jordan's in here. He went 1 from 10.
Bro's
That's
been
shocking.
too long. Bro was in New Zealand. Well,
Not
it was just
good.
won the Chiefs, but he didn't back them to cover the line.
Something trash, yeah. And you two went 6, I went 7, so pretty good round for the boys. Highlanders 10, Brumbies 14. Brumbies grinded out. Bit of a slop fest, to be fair.
There needs to be something that makes these games more entertaining because there are periods in the game.
It was a shocking weekend.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
it
a
has been.
bad weekend of
It was a
rugby.
bad weekend of
Bludger,
rugby for
yeah.
us.
Oh my goodness.
If I told my league mates or someone to watch rugby this weekend, I would have put my head in the sand and been so because we've actually had some real quality rugby.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs Moana game was the one that you actually saw rugby at its best, but the rest of the weekend was dreadful.
Yeah.
But with Ree,
The Brumbies win. No?
Mate, settle down, mate. Not the whole rest of the weekend. The Hurricanes Blues game was pretty good.
All right,
Sorry,
we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, so Brumbies, they keep it moving. Let's go Moana, 17. The Chiefs, 62. Dominant.
we called this.
Yeah.
And and we see the sad news we'll get into probably later on
Yeah.
around what Moana's future's looking like in the comp. But no, the Chiefs just they look good at the moment. But at the same time, I need to see them beat those top teams.
Yep.
We saw them have a hiccup against the Brumbies. Who else got a scalp from them?
Safe.
Crusaders.
Yeah.
I got to see them win the big games. The same thing I said about the Canes, and they proved me wrong on the weekend.
Quinn, again, looking the good, isn't he?
I don't know what our equation is there. He's arguably the best 12, but then Geordie Barrett's playing unreal as well.
Yep.
And you get that connection. It's
Yep.
there's a lot of questions being asked around those selections for the All Blacks, and that's going to create good depth for us moving forward.
At least they're both like utilities. You can put them
True.
in both spots, especially Geordie. He can play back 3 as well.
Play in the back 3, and Quinn, you could probably play him at 13. I don't know
Yeah.
what he looks like there at an international level. I think he is more of a 12, but it'll be good to see how that goes. And I just like how his game's developed. He's gone away from just being the battering ram that gets good gain line, and we're starting to see a bit of a soft touch
Yeah.
from him.
Yeah.
A bit of footwork, he's getting his kicking, like put a good little chip in. He's starting to sort of develop his game a little bit, and I think that's a good sign for us because we have probably lacked that
12.
hybrid 12 since Ma'a that's able to do both.
And distribute.
Or it's either one or the other.
Yeah.
So it's good to sort of see that we're getting that sort of value from him at the moment.
Where do you guys at on DMAC at the moment? Where do you guys see him fitting in the All Blacks at the moment?
Look, he is the best sub in the world.
Which is such a...
I don't think anyone can argue that.
Which
He's
he
in
would
your
hate that, surely, yeah.
No, you can't not put him at 23. Is he our starting 10? I don't know with what the equation is around Richie Mo'unga coming back, what form he's going to be in. Beauden Barrett had a late start to Super, so he's not really in form at the moment. Ruben Love's looking the goods.
Yep.
So there's a lot of competition again in that 10 jersey. It's just which way we're going to go and who's going to put their hand up and take it. I'd love to see him get first crack
Yeah.
because I feel like he sometimes gets to go and then gets hooked pretty early and
Yeah.
never actually had a chance to solidify his spot there. But we see what he does off the bench. You look at that England game. Was it England last year? Or Scotland? No, we lost to England. It was a Scotland game.
Scotland, the one where he scored that
freakish
ridiculous try. Yeah.
His kicking.
Yeah.
So you see the impact he can bring to your 23.
But he's your 23 right now then?
He's in the 23.
Yeah, it's just
Whether
way
he's the
good.
starting 10, I don't even know
Is
what
fullback still an
equation-
option or not anymore for Jordan?
Yeah, that Will Jordan, I think, has to be our 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you,
Or
He's
Geordie
so
Barrett.
good.
yeah, what do you think?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Jordan has to be 15 for sure.
Beast. The Fijian drew a 24, the Western Force 22. Good win for the Drua. They needed this.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, they were trying to give that ball away at the end there.
Yeah.
I was like, how are you not just getting this ball out?
Zach Lomax highlight reel too.
78th minute, he came. Oh no, sorry. 60 minutes he came on. 20 minutes or so.
Hit 2 rucks. He
Yep.
looked outstanding. Definitely world class player.
Gold jersey right now.
We're taking look, we're not, you're not bringing the guy down. This is his first game of rugby in a while.
He didn't do anything wrong. He was
But
fine. Yeah.
What is sort of frustrating is the amount of hype that goes around it.
You know what's
Why
headlines, mate?
not? Why not are we not hyping the young kids coming through. Why was Matt Greeley not getting that type of hype last weekend when he had an absolute blinder against the Reds?
Because unfortunately, if you want rugby union in the headlines, you got to do this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And and I understand that, but it sort of sucks because we're not building the superstars that are loyal to the game either.
Yeah.
We need to.
It's a balance.
You got to build some of these other younger talents up, and we talk about pushing maybe the younger ones too early. But let's push our Valentinis of the world.
Yeah.
Our players that have been died. What's your mate from the Brumbies?
Charlie
Cale.
Beast.
Why are we not putting more media out of them to sort of boost them up as the superstars that they're playing like at the moment, to sort of build that sort of fan base for other people? Except we just go back to a NRL player who I think will be out of the game in post-World Cup.
Yeah, probably.
The Force had their chance to win this. Yeah. Beale missed a conversion, and Donaldson missed that penalty at the end, which he probably should have hit.
Yeah.
Fiji, man. Yeah. It's a curse.
But, that's what I mean. The draw wanted the Force to get the ball, and the Force just couldn't capitalise off it. But that's going back to what we said at the start. It was a really messy week of footy. Just watching as a fan.
How's the lights? It looked a bit dodgy. They would have got dark, eh?
Fiji.
Anyway, it was good scenes when they won. Fijian fans are loving it. So good to see. The Hurricanes 42, the Blues 19. Over to you, my friend. How good? Real deal.
Yeah, I think at the start of the game, it was a bit quiet in the chat. It was pretty close, and they were grinding it out. Blues have a real good way of just, keeping the games physical. But I think with the Hurricanes now, with their ability to turn over lineouts, I reckon that's the difference that they haven't had in a long time. That specialised lock who gets up there and makes it messy for everyone. And also their ruck speed, eh? We always say it with the Chiefs, when their shape is looking really good, they are so dominant in their rucks.
And quick, hey?
Yeah,
and the ability to move the ball from side to side and just make their way up the field.
And then Rory Gard is just, he's just having fun out there.
He's levels above everyone, man.
Yeah, he's just having fun out there. And having ruck speed like that and a halfback like that, it's not much that can go wrong, eh?
21-12 at the break. It was... Blues had a chance.
Just want to clarify, Rian didn't pipe up in the chat to the 77th minute.
You just wanted to be sure. Yeah.
It wasn't confidence early on. It was when the game was all said and done.
Mate, it was confidence from the start.
Yeah, well, you picked him.
Before the game even started. Yous all went against them.
Look, my thing was it was their first real test for me. It was their first sort of, top four opponent, and someone we're probably seeing as a genuine threat to winning the competition. And, and they dealt with that well. They kept their ruck speed up, as we said. They got over the gain line really easily. But the thing that impressed me the most, and I think, shows that they're the real deal in a game like that, is just their urgency. You look at the last try they score, they turn it over, they boot it downfield, and you have 8-9 guys in that chase line versus the Blues too. That shows the difference between a team that is ready to win and wants to win a comp versus a team, I think, that's not quite there yet. And, that urgency is just, I think, a good sign for the Canes and good sign for Canes fans that they're ready maybe to finally lift that trophy again.
How long has it been? When was the last time?
2015. 16. 15 was the Landers.
Yeah.
Chiefs was 2013, mates. Believe it or not.
I
Been in
think
4 straight finals.
2015 lost to the Landers.
Yep.
Yeah, before that, lost to the Lions.
Dixon try?
Oh, yeah,
and then won 2016. Yeah, Dixon. Bro.
Dixon
he
try.
ran through what
a throwback.
People.
And he knocked. It was a bit of a funny. Did
Julian
he knock it on?
Julian Savia knocked the ball on over the line.
But the best the Canes one was funny. The 2016 was when they lost everyone and then won it. They lost they lost Conrad. But they had Nani was on the bench. Who they have?
Who was the 10? Was it?
Hello.
Willis Haloholo was playing 12.
Milner Scudder was in there.
I think Bodie was still there.
Scudder.
Bodie was still 10. That's when Bodie became Bodie.
Yeah, that was when Bodie had that year.
And then he won World Player of the Year 16-17.
Bounce of the ball. He was doing chip and chases.
He looked like no one could catch us.
Yeah.
He was that rapid.
He was crazy.
Bodie and Perinara, they'll still
Ben Lamb.
Ben Lamb, yeah.
Bro, and I'm surprised that he didn't get an All Black shot that year because he was killing it.
But obviously sad news with the Blues boys, the blonde hair for Cam Suafoa, who's terminal cancer. But yeah, good touch by the Blues, of course.
Big fan of when a team comes together like that. And
yeah.
That's why I would never write them off winning this comp. Yes, it wasn't a great performance, but when you've got a bit more to play for and the team's got something in a common goal for someone else, it's going to fuel them for the rest of this. And it's awesome to see them showing support to something that's obviously very sad, and seeing someone so young sort of get their career stripped away and now sort of, I don't know how long he's got left.
Yeah.
Obviously having terminal cancer, it's a sad sight to see, and it's good to see the boys all getting around him and obviously building awareness to the whole situation. So shout out to the Blues for that touch, and there's sort of part of me deep down that does want to see them win the comp for him.
Yeah, it would be very cool. One man, Sullivan. What do you guys sit on him at the moment?
I think he played so good on the weekend.
He was impressive.
He was
What do you
the
play on the
Blues standout player. Fullback.
Oh, Zahn.
Yeah.
Zahn for the Blues.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
So there's two. The brothers are on either side.
Yeah. There's Zahn.
Balin's out at the moment.
His is just field, being on the field.
Yeah.
He's been sort of in and out with injuries and other stuff, and he looked really, really good when he started getting nods for the Blues at fullback. There was talks of him leaving because he wanted to play 10 at some point, and talks about him going to the Hurricanes. But obviously that hasn't come to fruition, and I think he's found a bit of a home at fullback for the Blues. I think he's sort of pushed Perifetta out full time now. I don't know where he fits in the All Black equation. Just because, you look at Ruben Love, what he's doing as a 10-15. You got D-Mac, you got Bodie, you got Will Jordan, obviously. Makes it really, really tough where he fits in that equation. But I think he's a good talent that hopefully we can keep in New Zealand rugby post this next World Cup. And then he starts to he gets that 25, 26 age where he looks to thrive going into the next sort of years of his career.
He was a presence on the field, Every time the ball went near him, regardless if it was on attack or defence, he was making
attracted
plays.
bodies.
Yeah, he was making plays.
Good to see. The Reds, 31, the Crusaders, 26. The Reds, double bounce back, boys. Double bounce back.
This game, my
Very in
goodness.
love watching this, I know.
I was sitting there. I watched this whole game with my mum, and she could not stop laughing. Like, it was comedic how many errors there were.
Not good.
It was just, the ball was not getting out of the 40 channels.
And, it wasn't that dewy, was it? I don't know.
Nah.
Well, both teams were.
Or the heat?
Both teams were.
I played
Yes,
at 3, and it was cooked on the weekend how hot it was.
Oh, really?
We had a lot of errors in our game too, and we got rinsed for it post-game, but then we saw the Reds doing it. It was so hot, so I'll give them credit.
Goodness.
But at the same time, you expect a professional game in Super Rugby. You've got Crusaders who are won 8 of the last 9
Also, the reigning premiers, yeah.
The reigning, you got the Reds who are the best that Queensland have to offer. And I think I sent that video into the chat. There was 44 handling errors.
Exactly. And it takes 2 to
44.
tango to make a team, make a game that shit.
Yeah.
I think there was something like 50-something turnovers.
I think it was 101 missed tackles and stuff.
Fuck, it was actually hilarious. My mum was cracking up watching it.
Oh, there was parts it made it exciting because the ball was getting thrown around.
Yeah.
But then they'll drop it, and then it'll counter the other way. Then they'll drop it. And I was going, I remember because you didn't watch it live, I ended up texting, putting in the chat going, what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't either.
Watching it? And because it was just messy. But you got to give the Reds credit.
Yeah.
Because they were able to grind out that win.
Exactly.
We can talk about the big three not playing for the Satyrs. And I think that might have changed people's picks around who they thought was going to win beforehand. But the Crusaders got flustered by what the Reds were doing. They didn't play the prettiest of rugby, but they played rugby that flustered what the Satyrs were trying to achieve. They've had shooters out of line defensively. Their counter-attack, I said during the season, early in the season, the Reds' counter-attack's outstanding. When the ball's turned over is when they look the best. I'm still yet to see them in structure, which is why I think they struggled against the Force and Canes because they didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
But there was the opportunities they were given from the areas, and they look really, really good. You look at the Carter Gordon try early on, hoping his injury is not bad, by the way.
Harry Wilson.
Speaking of that, the mess you just spoke about, that try.
What a mess.
That was a gun try.
It was great, yeah. But chaos.
But what the hell was going on?
It was
Kalani
a great try
rips
to
it
watch.
infield.
It was good. Off the
To no
toe of
one.
Wilson was good too.
Were you at the game?
No, I was watching it at home. I was meant to go. I had heat stroke.
I was done.
I can't imagine being at the field and all that going on. You were like,
Cohen. So Cohen was there and a couple of the other boys, and they were even saying, what is going on?
yeah. Tim Ryan made an amazing break up the left-hand side of the field, did all the good stuff, and then pops it over the top to Jock. He dropped it cold.
Oh,
Did you see that one?
That
The counter-attack?
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was...
There was just so much like that where I was like, what is going on?
It was so close to being like gun footy.
Yeah, so close, but so far.
But I think not a sad thing, it's a bit of a worry for the Satyrs how much they rely and how different they look
Yeah.
when Cody Taylor Ethan Blackadder is obviously a big loss. He's their heart and soul.
I feel like it's
the guy
those
that
two, though,
grinds.
isn't it?
But, you know, Cody Taylor in particular, he's the leader of that forward pack. Crusaders' line-out wasn't functioning as good without him there. You look at Will Jordan, their attack looked at times stagnant, and they didn't have the backdoors. And, you know, I've heard a lot around Will Jordan's communication being his best asset, which we don't actually see. Because, you know, you're not on the field, you don't.
Which is crazy to think of.
Which is crazy to think.
Yeah.
You see what he's doing.
Beast. Yeah.
If you're hearing that from people, you're getting a bit like, holy shit, like, what's he actually doing? Because that guy is a freak.
Yeah.
But you saw the way the Crusaders attacked. It was really stagnant, and they didn't have that change of pace coming in the second level to sort of, I guess, get them over the gain line or create that space out wide. And, you know, the Reds realised that real early, and I think that's where they put pressure in. And it's a worrying sign for the Satyrs that if something happens to him or something happens to Cody Taylor, then they're generally not a threat to win this comp.
Which is, you can't have that, obviously. Filippo Daugunu, give him a Wallabies wing spot, or?
Yes.
Surely.
I reckon he looked good on the weekend.
Yeah, he's...
I think he's one of those guys still to ride the wave with a little bit. He does some brilliant moments, and then there's some moments you're like, why do you do that? But it's Fijians. You just got to let them do what they do.
Yeah.
Laughed at Lucan's comment.
Yeah.
He has more Super Rugby games than words he knows in English.
Yeah.
Thought that was pretty,
It's a good chat.
pretty harsh. A good chat, though. But no, he was great. Good to see someone score in their 100th, too.
Very cool. There we go. That wraps up the round that was. Let's go Club Rugby. Boys, we'll start with you, TC. 24-7 over the Magpies. A bit of a, speaking of slogfest.
Very much the same as the Crusaders Reds. Hot. Boys were struggling out. There was a point just before halftime. I think everyone in both teams looked at each other in the eye and said, maybe we just call it now. Because it was so
mercy
hot.
Rule.
It wasn't even a mercy rule. I think it was 10-7 at half. Yeah, it was just messy. We had a very similar sort of game. A lot of errors. We created a lot of opportunities. I think we had almost 18 entries into their half and only scored 3 tries, which, you know, if you're trying to win a competition, that isn't the standard you need. You want to be converting at least sort of 60, 70% there. And then we struggled a little bit set piece wise. A lot of young guys coming up, but you know it's good learnings for us, and it's good to see we're getting away with scrappy wins. You know, when you can win a game and still come away with a lot of learnings this early in the year, I think it's a big positive for us because we don't want to be in the same sort of situation we were last year where you got to win 6 straight to win the game, and you start the season. I think we won 1 of our first 5, 2 of our first 8 last year.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So we've already sort of equaled our wins from the first round.
Yep.
So for us now, we go into another challenge of Jeeps that have a lot of experience on their side. You've seen Bryce Hegarty back.
Yeah.
You know, they challenge Brothers. They have
They probably
12.
should have put that game away, but Brothers, just, as you know.
Yeah, and for them, it's pretty hard. It's their first hit out too.
How was Colin? Any chat from the Magpies boys? How was that?
Wasn't too bad. It was quite a low crowd for Souths.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Normally they have quite a few people there. I don't know if the heat scared everyone away. Because there was no one really on that far side. Normally that's pretty chocker. No, there wasn't much of a crowd there. It's chirping him too much.
Okay. There you go. East 33, UQ 29. Brothers, as we said, 43-33 over GPS. But boys, the Eagles, they were soaring. 36-33 over the West Bulldogs. How good.
Yeah, what? I haven't seen the Norse team or anything. But what are they looking
For the most part, it's the same sort of guys.
Really?
Yeah.
But I'm just worried it's going to be the same thing as last year.
Yeah. Lost to Kelly.
Obviously the brothers aren't there. What's their last name? Harry and
oh God.
Langbridge.
Yes.
Sorry, boys. I do know their name.
Yeah, I should fucking know that.
It's late on a Tuesday. Him and Leo obviously overseas and haven't made their way back yet.
What a game.
So to see the young ones stepping up, they've had a pretty strong Colts the last few years, and they've tried to develop within their club. They obviously Phil Mooney, I think, was the director of rugby at Wests, has come across to Norths and brought a few of those West Colts that won the comp last year.
Yep.
So I think there was a bit of
he would like that because I think he got the flick too. So
I don't know how that worked out. Mate, that's too much politics for me. I don't ask those questions.
Bit of a spicy result for him.
Yeah, but I think there's a bit of feeling behind it. There's a bit of boys that were coming back to West that maybe didn't get a look in first grade and were playing Colts last year that wanted to prove a point as well. And it's good to see. But I think we can't write West off.
No.
I think they're 0-2. I don't think you're sitting here going they're done. I think last year they were like 1-4 at the start of the year and then went on an 11-game winning streak.
Same with Norse as well, right? Last year they started off pretty hot.
They lost to Sunnybank last week. That's what I think surprised people.
Yeah.
They lose to 20 by Sunnybank and then they come back and beat West. So
Yeah, this comp, it's good.
That's how it works, man.
GPS this weekend, back at home, which will be a cracker. We get to go against Sammy Johnson, former Scotland international in 12. He's handy. The NSC at 13 goes good. Obviously, Hegarty at 10, so they've got some star power.
Yeah, and I think, what's his name, Martin's at half too.
Yep.
Obviously coming off a full Super Rugby pre-season, and he's looking really good as well. And, it's another game. When we're this early in the season, it's hard to tell where everyone sort of sits and where teams are going, and probably more focused on what we need to do to improve this week rather than, focusing on what's going on the other side in terms of names and quality opposition. Because at the end of the day, it's sort of this early on, I think it's you versus you trying to get wins on the board and sort of develop how your team identity is going to look for the season.
Love it.
With game 3, I don't know how that looks for us. We're a bit of a different team to last year, so
yeah,
still finding our feet, I reckon.
You down there on Saturday? Support the boys?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you down there?
I'll be on the call, actually.
All home games.
Actually, on that, if there's any local...
Here we go.
I'd love to see some of the local young kids come out.
Yeah, 100%.
We've sort of starting to get some growth. There was quite a few at our first home game.
Let's build the hype, boys.
But maybe build a bit of a hype. We're good to see some of those local juniors come down. If you do, we'll try and make sure the boys come say hello and I guess have a chat here and there and hopefully show that pathway for those young kids to come through. I don't know because I know they play on Sundays now in the junior comp, whether that started or not.
Yeah, true.
I'm not too sure, but no, it'd be good to get some local boys down there, some local juniors.
And girls.
And girls, sorry. My bad. Get some locals down there and, we'll try to find ways to get you involved over the next few home games.
Love it, TC. The Hong Kong Sevens this week. Did you know that?
Yes. The only reason I knew that is the 10s is on.
Yeah, same as me.
We've got boys that have gone to
Dion's
the 10s.
gone over.
Kelly.
Yeah. Kelly.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Kelly Nasaku.
He's actually like a big headliner in it.
For who's he playing for?
2-time gold medalist, man.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
True.
But I saw like a big poster about it.
Yeah, right.
2-time gold medalist.
Did you ever do the Hong Kong Sevens trip with TSS? Is that?
No.
Oh, no.
I did it like the Hong Kong 10s.
Oh, so and you obviously go to the Sevens that weekend. What's it? South
Hong
10?
Kong, this is pre-COVID though. So I don't know what it's like now. I heard
stadium
it's not the
too.
same. New stadium, which I think is a bit further out. The nightlife in Hong Kong, surprisingly, is unreal.
Yeah, right.
It's all like one strip, LFK, Life Fire Quan.
Okay.
And it's they sort of you got a 7-Eleven on each end, and all the nightclubs sort of have the same music going, so it all blasts into the street, and it becomes a massive street party, and everyone's dressed up, and it was a lot of fun back then. I don't know if it's the same vibe
Surely
now.
it's still good, but yeah.
But the tens comp's also good there. They actually love their rugby. There's a lot of expats over there. Like you look at I ended up doing that into a thing with the Chiefs, and we were with the Taipans. I think they're called the Taipans, which is like an old boys club over there, which is a lot of expats. Happy Valley's a club over there, a lot of expats, and they all get around the rugby. So it'll be interesting to see how this sort of goes, how it goes now, and get some questions into Dion and Kelly when they're back. And I think Woody's there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, find out if it's still a vibe. We might have to try chuck a team in there next year.
That's a trip you want to do.
Is Pack still going? Is Pack going this year? They're not going this year?
Yeah,
might have to throw a Team Knox in there.
Hey,
Team Knox 10s there.
There you go. Now we're cooking.
I'll coach.
Okay, excellent. I'll manage. Let's go some women's rugby, boys. Shut the fuck up.
What?
I said no, we could. Don't need a manager.
Bit of women's rugby. Black Ferns over US.
I didn't even know these games were on.
Yeah, it's terrible time zones. Obviously,
I saw the final score and was like, oh my god! This is not a knock towards. Sorry, I'm just saying I'm knocked towards the media. Why are we not getting that much promotion? Well, the only rugby I see at the moment is the damn Rivals. Yeah. And I think I watched one episode because it was on at Zane's house.
You know why it's there? Because it's on Fox, and that's why it's promoted.
Well, I was passed out on the couch and I woke up to it.
Yeah, there you go. Black Ferns got it done over these states. Canada over the Wallaroos. Weird conditions. It was lightning, and they had a delay, and the crowd had to leave because it was so bad. So they played with no crowd.
No way.
Yeah, pretty wild. So now you compare obviously what it's like over here. England versus Ireland. Women's Six Nations, 77,000 people at Twickenham on the weekend.
Really?
Women's rugby, man, over there.
Yeah,
holy shit.
Cool.
It's unreal. And it shows the growth and how the investment can work.
So cool. Build it and they will come.
That is so sick.
International rugby, I think women's rugby over there is thriving. I don't know how the club system's doing, but it's good to see there is something going.
Bro, imagine that. It's unreal.
If I was a women's rugby player, I'd be trying to get there, even if I was an Oz.
Definitely.
100%, yeah.
And yeah.
So you see that, and you got to put this country on notice because we've got a World Cup here in 29. So got some work to do, but good to see the Women's Six Nations. Talking point, boys, it's a sad one today. Breaking news: Moana Pacifica on the verge of being scrapped in Super Rugby. Financial pressure. They've still got a chance to try and get some investors, but it's not looking good.
This is where I think it goes back to scrapping Super Rugby. What annoys me is I thought New Zealand Rugby were helping them out.
Yeah, and they weren't at all.
And it sounds like they weren't, which is a bit annoying.
And they were poaching all the talent from them. Every time there was a gun player, and like we've spoke about it before, like obviously as a player, that is a pathway for you. And every kid growing up in New Zealand wants to be an All Black. So if they get an opportunity from a Chiefs or something.
Kyron. I reckon that Kyron was taken, but I wouldn't give them Tava Nawai because he was kind of already playing for Tasman and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a bit frustrating. I don't even know how to talk about this one.
I like seeing I had a look at our comments on one of our posts, and like a fix for Super Rugby. Let everyone go everywhere. Make all the franchises self-owned instead of under this big cloud. Make it like a business structure.
Yeah.
Instead of how it is right now, where Super Rugby runs everything.
Is there a salary cap?
Exactly. Like make it more like rugby league, where there can be private investors and like
draft system.
So like,
I don't reckon the draft system
I think it
would
works.
work.
Well, it's a different system, schoolboys and stuff for us. Well, so what do you want to say? Like, as in
As in New Zealand players can come over to Australian teams
Yeah.
and like have it like rugby league, where everyone can be part of everything.
Tough
That's a bit
part's
cool.
money. I don't know if people can match money within these franchises. Like I think the Tars they're done by Rugby
RA now.
RA now. Like the Reds have quite a bit of money. The Force obviously have plenty of money. I think Auckland, like the Blues, have money, but I don't think like the Chiefs have. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the hard part around. Obviously, how much money can you get in a certain area? Like the Hurricanes being in Wellington, I think would have a decent.
Don't all these
amount of
teams have
money.
a salary cap? They got to.
Yeah, but I
Kind
think
of.
if you open it up as a
very
business,
I like it. Yeah.
the people who are running the teams have more incentive to drive this business to do well, which will produce more money and long term bring in more fans.
So basically, Moana needed someone to invest. New Zealand $10 million, 8.3 Australian to buy the team. Apparently, they got no suitors. They're in debt. Obviously, the results don't help.
Hardy buy the team and play for the player boss.
Coach Sport understands All Black legend Ali Williams, who's a co-owner of the A-League team Auckland FC, was among several potential investors sounded out. After conducting his own research, they have all walked away. So
Well, something must be dodgy in there if everyone's
something
walking
going
away
on
from it.
because I feel like there is a market for them, but at the same time they can't play in the islands because there's not facilities.
that's
for
the
them.
issue. This team should be in Tonga.
They don't have a
you know,
home field.
What was
They play at Harbour, then they play at Pepito. No,
North Harbour.
yeah, they play in Albany at North Harbour Stadium. They played in Rodas on the weekend. I think that was their home game.
Yeah, there's no home. You're right.
They play in where else do they play? They play out in the counties field. I can't even think where that is now. It starts with P.
Oh yeah, I don't know either.
They play out at the counties.
Papatoetoe?
Nah, it's not Pepatoitoi. It is Pukekohe.
Oh yeah.
They play out Pukekohe. They've played at Whangarei up in Northland. They don't actually have a home field, and I think that's you can't really get fans if you don't have a base of, I guess, people coming in. But at the same time, you're trying to get into the island sort of crowd. I don't know why they're not playing at Mount Smart or trying to go, what's it called now? The Warriors field,
Yeah.
because there's a
Go Media.
big Pacific Island population in South Auckland.
So Tana Umanga has come out and said he blames the lack of ongoing support from World Rugby at the start of the season, while recently taking aim at his former franchise, the Blues, for shutting them out. They don't know. I don't know if they realise there's 2 professional rugby teams in this city. We do know, but they don't want us here. Going the Blues.
Yeah, but also, like, do you remember before Moana came in and they had a private Pacific Islander thing that they wanted to bring into Super Rugby and they shut them out?
Really?
Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
was that like John Afoa and all that?
Yeah, something, and they had like private equity and they wanted to run it how they would do it, but they didn't want to be associated with New Zealand Rugby.
Yes.
Right.
There was talks about them being part of like Hawaii or something
Yeah,
too at one
yeah.
point. I do remember that a lot of the ex-players got around it and had investors.
And they had money,
Right.
but it got shut down and then they went with Moana and then New Zealand basically poached.
Yeah, they are. Very sad. So more information will come in the next few days, but it's not looking good as it stands right now.
It's at the point now we're going to be to what, 10 teams? No, what are we at now?
We're at 11, yeah. So
So we're going to be down to 10 teams.
The structure needs to change. If anyone's got money in Super Rugby, there's no way that they're making money. Same as like
none of these I'd love to know how many of these teams actually turn a profit.
Exactly.
I know the Reds do, but I think we're one of the only ones in Australia that do.
Turn a profit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's so funny because Shoot Shield gets bigger crowds in Sydney than the Waratahs do.
Well, yeah, I guess results help that too. But like the Reds had 17 there on the weekend against Crusaders. Not bad, I guess.
I don't know. There's a lot of Crusaders cheers in there though.
Yeah, a lot of Kiwis over here.
17. That's not that great.
To be fair,
That's a win for us.
There's a lot of, like, I know the Broncos sell out, but they're the only team in
To
Brisbane.
be fair, like last week at the NRL, the average crowd was 14s, 15s.
Yeah,
Like
they're not that much. They're just
In
smaller
the ML,
stadiums.
yeah, true. In the MLR, we were getting like 10K people at some games.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that's in America, in a
Which is
country
crazy
where...
to think they're struggling to keep rugby alive there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they're floating teams too. Anyway, work to do. Let's talk about some Week 10 of Super Rugby. Blues $1.20, the Landers $4.20, 11.5 your number. Both trying to bounce back here
Blues.
in Auckland.
Yeah, Blues.
Gents.
What do we think about Leveni Lasanga?
The 7.
7 for Highlanders.
He's good.
Bro,
What's his
he's
story?
real
Where's he
good.
come from?
I think maybe he's been in New Zealand forever.
Right.
I think he went to fielding, maybe with Connor.
Yeah. Because he knows Joshy Bartlett pretty well too.
Yeah. So,
he play
Palmy
for Bay?
region around there. Oh, played for Bay. That's
Yeah,
what
he
it
plays
is.
for Bay of Plenty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, played for Bay of
He's
Plenty.
good.
Bro, he is good.
Big physical 7. I don't think he's actually I think he's more of a 6'8" that hasn't put the weight on yet.
Bro,
But
he
he's been
gets around the
unreal.
park, pilfers.
Work
I reckon
rate's
he's a
mean.
standout for the Highlanders.
Bit of a
though.
smoky for some wider squads, or
There's
It's
just
hard,
so much
back row.
depth
yeah, back row.
in the back row.
Blues win for me. Highlanders cover. How do you boys see it? 11.5. I think
Where is it?
Auckland.
I reckon Blues.
I'll go Blues Landers as well. I reckon it's close.
I reckon Blues.
Blues.
Yeah,
Been
they could bounce
interesting
back and
last
spank
week.
them, mate. Let's go to Sydney. The Waratahs $1.11. Moana $6, 18.5 your number. This is going to be hard for Moana, obviously mentally and physically.
I'm going to go Waratahs Moana cover.
It's a big number, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
What's the number?
18.5.
This is that game, and it reminds me of Manly. Kieran Foran goes in and they win. I'm going Moana.
Yeah, that's some bit of value. Okay.
How much is it?
$6.
I'm putting it in. I don't know. I'm go
Yeah.
catch you, Geordie.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just think it's one of those games your team's folding. When Pacific Island teams get real passionate and they get a roll on, they can win big games.
Yeah.
We see it with Fiji, and with their backs against the wall and their careers on the line. Here's a chance for them to show some investors that we can play good footy and we can win.
Yep.
Glenn Vayu double.
I
It's
love
so
it.
sad
That's
after
my
what
multi.
happened last year.
So sad. I agree.
How well they did last year, and then
Especially when they got big names in too, like Nani and Augustine Pulu and stuff to come back and help this year. I thought next year they were going to look good with Artie back in on the fold.
Isn't it crazy? I wonder what this year look like if Artie's is here. Do things change much or not really?
I think
Definitely, that guy's a spiritual leader.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I
The
don't
whole
think
franchise
people
on his
understand
shoulders.
I don't think they lost. Remember, they didn't just lose Artie. They lost 14 players.
Yeah.
they lost like their whole team.
Yeah, the only ones they really kept were that Miracle for Alangi.
Yeah. Skipper.
He was one of the only ones that sort of stuck around. Everyone else. Pellegrini.
Yeah.
Fastest man in Super Rugby, I see.
Oh my goodness! Hey,
Where's that come from? Bit of wheels.
He can
Leroy.
move, man. Leroy's quick too.
Yeah.
Leroy is fast.
The game of the round for me, the Chiefs $1.67, the Canes $2.15.
Ooh.
1.5 your
That's
number.
what I'm picking, mate.
TC versus Rian.
Chiefs.
Wait, what did you say?
Chiefs
Chiefs are
favourite.
favourite.
Yeah, they're at home. I think that's why.
Oh yeah.
Chiefs, mate.
Canes. Wait, Canes. What's the line?
1.5.
4.5, mate.
Oh,
You
Canes.
pick the Canes and they're covering the line.
I like the Chiefs as well. I reckon they get.
Oh, here we go again, eh?
Well, we know where I'm picking. It'd be interesting. I think the hard part I find with the Chiefs is they've had way too much rotation of players as of late.
Yeah.
I don't know what their best pack is. I don't know what their best back row is.
They got too much depth. Eh?
It's almost like they're trying to give everyone game time. I think Sam Penny-Finau's been outstanding. We saw him absolutely buckle a guy against the Tars. We didn't talk about that last week. What a hit that was.
Yeah.
But, I think he's in there. I think Satiti's still out for a bit, by my understanding.
Is that from Dr. Lanak?
No. That was from seeing him at training, not running around. If he's not running around, then he's not playing.
Fair enough.
Then I think Luke Jacobson's in there. Kylan Bosher's been playing well. And then you got Tupou Vai and Josh Lord. It's I don't know what their best sort of pack is either. So, no, I hope this will be the first time I think we'll see them run out close to their best.
This will be a good game.
Yep.
Quinn, I don't think Daniel Rona's back from injury either.
What day is this?
Saturday. It's at 5 p.m, which is annoying.
Oh, mate.
You'll just be coming with the
Stay at the club, mate. I'm coming straight from the club into... We have beers lined up on the table for me.
There you go. Perfect. I go Chiefs win, Chiefs cover for me. Let's go to Canberra. The Brumbies, $1.08. The Drua, $7.
Yeah, Brumbies. What's the line?
19.5. Brumbies cover for me. Drua can't win in Canberra.
No, but I think Brumbies win, Drew a cover.
Okay.
Confidence after a win.
Wow. No, they can't win 2 in a row.
I don't know. It's hard, bro.
Brumbies winning.
Sorry. I mean, I just don't reckon they get close. Yeah.
I think it's like 36-20. They score late. Cover the line.
Take the over. TC? I mean, Ree?
What's the line again?
19.5.
19.
That is big.
They've been blown out by...
But Fiji have looked terrible.
They won last week.
Yeah, but
Doesn't count when they're in
that game was terrible.
Yeah, they can't win away.
Yeah.
Brumbies coming back from New Zealand too. Is that a bit of a factor? I don't know. Sloppy bits.
Brumbies looked sloppy last week as well,
they did.
though.
I'll go Brumbies, Fiji, cover.
Okay. And our final game, we go out west. $3.40, the Western Force. Crusaders $1.30. 8.5 your number.
We need to know who's in the Satyrs team.
Yeah, I don't like picking it. If there's no
It's,
Will Jordan...
Well, you think he doesn't miss 2 in a row, though,
Let's
does he?
delay this pick.
Nah, you know what?
You can't delay your
Satyrs.
picks.
What's
They don't lose
what's the
2 in a
line?
row. 8.5.
Satyrs.
Yeah, I think
I'm going for it.
I'm going to join you.
They always pump the Force out there too. I remember Macca Springer scored 5 tries last year.
And off a
Was it
loss.
4 tries and Sevu scored 3.
Yeah, right. Same. Just follow.
Just follow.
Does Lomax start, boys?
No. Oh, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
You know what? He was actually hitting rucks like a pro winger.
There you go.
Like he was
been
saving.
practicing.
He was saving turnovers when he was hitting those breakdowns.
He's a
and
big body.
He was hitting them hard. So like, even that is a step in the right direction as a leaguey coming over to Union. Like he knows how to hit rucks.
It's
He
week
knows how to
10
clean
too. You're
up.
running out of time if you want to play him.
Exactly.
So
I don't see them making finals if he plays or doesn't play.
exactly, yeah,
I think
exactly
they're
right.
done.
They are done.
Who are their wingers? Starting wingers?
Peach on 1.
Yeah.
Potter.
No,
Potter's
Potter's Tars.
Tars.
Kunzel?
Lancaster.
Oh, Lancaster Derby, which is they're both Follies, aren't they?
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
I don't.
He might be 23 for the whole
Hamish
season.
Kunzel's been playing 12. And Kirtley's on the bench. And Hamish Stewart he played 13 last week because George Bridge normally plays 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hamish Stewart hasn't really been getting
He's
game
had a
time
tough
this year.
year, old Hamish. Anyway, so that's the final game of week 10. Around the grounds, we covered the athletics, we covered the Masters, NBA Finals. What's happening there, big dog? Anything going?
Play-ins start tomorrow, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It's where the last week of NBA, no one plays and there's not much going on, so you kind of disengage. But
Right.
pretty sure the play-ins start tomorrow, so they get their 7th and 8th seed over the next couple of days, and then playoffs start back in. I think
Who's
it's
your
Monday.
pick, Matt? Where's your money going?
Uh,
You're my NBA guy.
Look, it's hard to look past the Thunder. I think the Nuggets and Thunder are the 2 teams coming out of the West. Spurs are good. I just think they're a bit young and inexperienced. You don't often see young teams, go through and win without having a playoff loss first. So I think the Thunder or Nuggets come out of the West, and then in the East, look, the Celtics look good. They've finished strong. Detroit's in the same boat. They finished the 1 seed, but I think they're a bit young at the moment too. They've got minimal playoff experience, so I think Celtics with Jason Tatum sort of finding his form again after a year off with Achilles, looking good, and same as the Knicks.
Okay.
That'd be my picks.
Coming to you, Matt. The Waz. Wow.
The Waz.
Oh.
The greatest bounce pass ever.
I've never seen Roger so fired up.
Oh, bro, the week before though.
It's because they gave Warbrick his contract for next year, and he sent him in.
Do you like him in the centres? Roger?
I like him in the centres, yeah.
Yeah, so
I
do
like
I.
him in the centres. His carries were good, but there was like so many lucky shit that happened for the Waz to get that win because that game at the start was not looking that great.
But you beat Melbourne by 30 in Melbourne.
We haven't beat Melbourne in years.
You haven't in 17 games or something.
I got to ask, Storm making the 8?
Sure
Are they
that-
the most unlucky team
Sure
in
they can't
NRL
be.
history?
Do tell.
Well, they haven't had injuries. They've had Pappy medically retire and then say he was going to go after and then just not come back. You've had
Tui
Katoa have a stroke and can't play again.
Kamika.
And then Eli Katoa gets the double head knock.
Yeah.
They've lost 3 of their starters from last year.
And
of things that aren't even rugby league related.
Yeah. It's stiff.
It's outrageous.
Now, what are you going to do with the whole Metcalf thing?
I think he might need to
just... Give him time.
What do you do with Harris DeVito? He's going all right, though.
Bro, he's killing it.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Tanner Boyd, unless he can keep that form.
Oh, you're saying you flick Boyd and bring...
No way, Tanner's a goat.
He's been playing...
I know everyone likes Tanner, but
yeah.
He's had a good start to the season. But he's done this before and then he's dropped off.
No, but you know
unless he stays like that...
Well, they keep winning, though, in the meantime.
Tanner gives us a kicking game that allows us to pin teams in their own half and puts us in good areas of the field. With Metcalf and Tavita, none of them are genuine kickers.
And if you have Metcalf and Boyd, there's like 2 Chiefs.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think that you need to let Metcalf find his form again back in New South Wales Cup.
But then I think he jumps Tanner. I just think he's a way better...
Can you play him in a 14?
I don't think you can't take Tanner out now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He is the chief.
I think he's got to keep his form.
If they honor, they start losing.
He's got to do this consistently. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think his defense is sometimes a worry, but bro, like his effort areas and the way that he drives the team around, I think is the best that we've had in a little while.
People forget. Who was our chief last year and top of the Deli M before he got injured?
Yeah, I know.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I think
he's so good, yeah.
I just think if we're looking ceiling and wanting to win a comp, I think it is Metcalf.
Yeah, but if you keep winning, you can't change it.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
I can't change a winning formula.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Tanner has to keep doing it.
Yeah. He's got to stay in form to keep pushing.
Well, you're going to lose this week anyway, so it's all good.
Who they got?
The mighty Gold Coast Titans, mate.
Oh, mate.
They look good.
They're good. Jojo.
They look good on the weekend.
There's one rugby point you haven't brought up. I just thought of it.
Hit me.
The fuck is Oz doing bringing the Giteau law back?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God,
Can you,
bro.
I didn't really understand. What are they doing?
Wait, so Mark is now back out?
No. So last year,
I'm going to find this.
They decided to fully scrap the Giteau law, meaning you could pick players from overseas. There wasn't a limit on it. There was no issue around it. Now, they're deciding to bring it back in, and I don't know how the equation looks going into these test matches.
But are they actually bringing it back in, or they're saying it's preferred option?
Like I'm pretty sure they said that...
The coach still has the final say or not?
Nah. Aussie Rugby, RA has the final say.
Do you want to hear the quote? Last year, Horn said the so-called Giteau law was kind of redundant. At last year's Rugby Championship, Wallabies coach Joe Schmidt had no impediment to select who he wants, which could have included a Northampton star Josh Kemeny, who only has 2 caps. Roosters winger Mark Nawani-Dawasi now moved to Japan at the end of the NRL season. Peter Horn confirmed the organisation still uses the 2022 iteration of the overseas policy, which allows 3 players based outside of Australia to be selected.
Only 3.
Okay, here's the question.
What?
This is where we get interesting. Is it 3 players as of right now? Because then you've got Angus Bell, Taniela Tupou, Len Ikatel. What's the guy that played 6 last year?
Hooper.
Tom Hooper. I've just named 4 off the top of my head. Will Skelton's out now by the looks of it with an Achilles.
The current policy is basically exactly the same as it has been since 2022, so nothing's changed.
So only 3 of those 4 can be picked.
The original policy was put into play where only people with 30 test caps for all of these, or 5 years in Super Rugby, and no more than 3 overseas players in the squad.
Tom Banks has been killing it as well.
That's what I mean. You're just limiting yourself going into a World Cup. So now Mark's going to be in. So good thing is I think Len comes back next year. I don't know about Tom Hooper.
Yeah.
I think Angus Bell was just on a stint.
He'll come back, yeah.
I think he comes back into 27, which means you got 2, which still leaves that 3 spots. Taniela Tupou, they've found a very good way of using him in France at the moment off the bench.
Noah?
Noah's another one.
Yeah.
And I don't, like Carter Gordon, I don't know how bad the extent of his injury.
Apparently it's not that bad.
Well, if it's MCL, but his form has been right in the wave. No one's really owned that 10 jersey. Noah's another one.
He does struggle with these little niggles, doesn't he? A little bit.
Who, Carter?
Yeah.
Here's the problem. After Carter, who's your next best 10?
It's always Noah, isn't it?
Yep.
That's the problem. Well, I think they're 1A and 1B.
Correct, yeah.
I think they're both fighting for that spot. If you don't put Noah in that equation, it's Carter, Daylight. Tom Liner's not even playing football at the moment. It's like he's cracked the shit.
It's like he's done, yeah.
Carter's getting the nod.
What is he doing?
He's there. He's training. He's fully fit.
He's not
even playing club rugby.
Yeah, what?
My understanding is he's fully fit.
And
this has not even come from Reds.
And
This has come from... This is outside goss from other people.
Yeah. And they're choosing McLaughlin Phillips instead as the 22.
Well, yeah, but it sounds like he's just not interested in... Because they had the deal that Carter wasn't going to come in, apparently.
Yeah. Originally
he was going to go to Italy. Remember when that all came out?
Yeah, but then and then you wanted to go play in Queensland or nowhere else.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a bit going on
Drama.
there. But that's what I mean. Then you got...
Who is that 10? It's not Edmund. Oh, it's Meredith, probably. The young kid.
He's not young. He's 27.
Well, he's played 30 caps. That's it.
Yeah, I know.
So.
You can't bring that law in. I just don't think you have the depth for that.
No, we don't. We don't have this sort of leverage to be doing this.
Who is this? Who brought it back?
Some donkey. Or some guy who thinks that's going to... If Aussie Rugby, yes, they might be able to bring that back in a couple of years. If they want to grow the game at the current state it's at right now, they need to be competitive at a home World Cup.
We're 18 months away.
All right? Or they need to if they fucking win this World Cup,
it's everything. Like
women's soccer wasn't that big. When they started doing well in that World Cup, how much did women's soccer grow?
Look at the Tildas.
Now people are going to the Tildas. It's like the talk of the town and no one cares about the men's team.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Aussie, sorry, I didn't say we because I'm supporting another team, but if Aussie Rugby does well in this World Cup and we take the handcuffs off and we let them try and go and win it, Les Kiss, if he's the right guy for the job, we'll find out.
It sets you up for the next decade, doesn't it?
Exactly.
It brings in revenue. You're going to get revenue anyway from
If the Wallabies win a World Cup on home soil, it will be like the biggest thing.
Biggest sporting event.
Like in 03. How big was it in 03 when they lost the final?
Huge, yeah.
How many people are going to get around the final if they're in there? I know people might not like Union, but it's going to put eyes on the game. It's probably going to maybe one or two kids want to play it. Probably, hopefully more than one or two, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it grows it, but we're now handcuffing ourselves saying, you know what, we don't want our best 23 Australians out there.
Yeah.
Only sport in the world.
What is the purpose of it?
Because New Zealand does it. We're the only team.
They're trying to keep local blue and Super Rugby.
Oh, so they're trying to stop talent from going over and getting more money.
And using the Wallabies as the carrot to make them stay. I guess.
Okay. New Zealand Rugby does it. New Zealand Rugby has a lot of depth. Yeah. No other country, I think, in the world does it. South Africa don't do it.
Yeah.
They pick from everywhere.
And they've got depth.
England might do it, but again, England's got a massive pro comp, same as France.
Yeah. I think they do it. I don't think you play top 4 and you can play for England.
What?
I don't think if you play top 14, you can play for England.
Owen Farrell did, didn't he?
Did he really?
I'm sure he was at Racing Metro.
Isn't he back now?
Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah, I'm sure he's at
He's
Racing
at Saracens now, I think.
Is he gone back?
Well, I think he did. That's
But I
why
think
he's
at
allowed
the
to
time-
play Lions.
No, he was at Racing 92 when he played for the Lions, wasn't he?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure what their rulings are then. I thought they had something similar to what we do.
But Australia can't do it because we have a
don't
dying competition.
5 teams. No, 4 teams. We lost one.
Well, the fourth's struggling too, so where are we going? Probably 3.
There's 4 teams.
3.
And the flip side of
Let's
this,
just beat
if
the Reds.
the World Cup goes terrible for the Wallabies,
What happens?
It goes backwards.
correct, even more.
It just seems stupid if Marky Mark's coming back to Union.
I still have hope. I still think he'll.
As an Australian, what do you think about it all?
Well, we need to have the best cattle that we can possibly produce.
Winning puts bums on seats.
Yeah.
I know people hate to say
I
it.
don't. Yeah, I'm still optimistic that something will happen. I just can't see Mark coming back and then can't play for the Wallabies. I just don't believe that.
Yeah.
Well, that's one spot gone.
And you know
You
what?
got 2 more left.
Personally, if it's me,
true.
I'm not taking a fucking winger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got 3 spots.
All right?
Also, what about Will Skelton? He might be around.
Will Skelton's
Might
been
want
the
him.
captain. But like not just him, but you think of other people that are sort of fighting around. Noah, you're looking at taking a 10 if he's going to be given the keys to the
I think
city.
it has to be not.
All right. You'd want to take a Tom Hooper
Yep.
because he was your starting 6, great line-out option, great loose forward that can have a massive impact on the game. If you've got a prop over there, unfortunately, Oz Rugby don't have depth in props. Props are a dime a dozen.
Yep.
They're 2 injuries away at tight head, I think. We've got Alatoa. Who's after Alatoa?
Zane?
But Zane's only starting for the Reds now.
Aiden Ross made his debut last year.
Aiden Ross
Wallaby.
is a loose head, mate.
And then, but I'm saying
Wrong
props in
side
general.
of the scrum. That's what I mean. There's not
Yeah.
much depth
Yeah,
at
yeah.
prop. Aiden Ross made his debut for the Wallabies by playing 1 game against the Lions for the Reds.
And Bond.
And
final.
Bond, mate.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
You get my point.
I do.
You're not taking a winger.
No. But I want to be able to take all of them.
That's what I'm saying.
I want them all.
The gates.
Yeah.
Take the handcuffs
Open
off.
the gates.
Go fucking
Open the gates. That's it. What are they thinking?
If Tom Banks is killing it and he's the best fullback going around, fucking put him in the squad and find out.
Thank you.
But they got to do it now. They can't decide to do this at the start of next year because they've got to find.
You need combos now.
Is it the infrastructure? Because they're like everyone is under the same thing. In Australia, they're all playing the same sort of way, and they want that. They think that by keeping everyone coming from there into a system that's already known to Australian teams, whereas other players in the Northern Hemisphere playing almost completely different codes of rugby.
I guess, but these guys will...
Dude, is that what they think?
They're professional fucking rugby
Exactly,
players,
that's what I mean,
adapt,
but is that, like, who the fuck is in charge of Aussie rugby?
Jordan Hughes, by the sounds of it.
Fuck no. No one wants that.
I just find that stupid. That was just the one thing that pissed me off in the last week.
Let's see how it pans out, eh? Lovely.
Open the fucking gates.
Nice. High Rocks on the weekend, I saw.
Yep.
How'd you go?
Fuck, I died.
Late call up, eh?
Late call up. One of the boys from Sydney might have slipped a disc or something, so he wasn't able to compete. And Jules was going to do it, and I go up to Jules and I was like, nah, let me try it. And he's like, you want to do it? I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it.
Enjoy it?
At the time, while I was doing it, I was thinking, I'll never, ever fucking do this again. I have never felt...
This is the team one too, eh?
Yep, the team one.
Shit.
I have never felt that level of fatigue ever. And I think because it was a group of boys that I didn't know, I really wanted to like have a proper dig at it.
Yeah.
Should we do a media vintage High Rocks, the four of us?
That'd go well.
I ran a pace that I've never ran before. I was cooked.
You can do it times 4.
All right, we got 1 year till the Brisbane High Rocks is
Let's
back
do it,
on.
boys.
I tried to take off out of the burpee station and I almost fell over.
Just jelly legs.
I've never felt that ever before.
And you've done a lot of high performance stuff.
My heart rate, I checked it after my first station, was at 204.
Fuck, Geordie told me the yard sessions are harder than the High Rocks.
Don't think so, mate. So you do 1K run after each thing? Is that how it works?
Yeah, so I only had to do 1K run.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe 80 metres of burpees, burpee broad jumps.
Yeah.
And then I got to rest for 15 minutes, and then I had to do another 1K run, and then I think 60 metres of lunges with a 20 kg bag on my back.
Right.
But in that 15 minutes, I did not recover at all. I was standing there thinking, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it.
Damn.
But yeah.
There you go.
It was tough. And I'm complaining right now, and then, everyone knows Connor McEldowney.
And
one of my
the
good mates.
King, Regan, he loves it too. He's done heaps.
Bro, Connor did 3 on that weekend.
Yeah.
He did 2 solos by himself, and then on that day he did the relay as well.
He's insane, that bloke.
Bro, he is a freak. He is a freak. Got sub 60 in his...
Do you know that? He's not fat.
Yeah, not fat.
He's not fat.
He's a beast, bro.
He's actually
Connor is
it,
a fucking beast.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
Good on him. All right, boys, let's leave it there.
All right, ban the sternum law.
Thanks, boys.
Law.
Good luck this weekend.
Get rid of fucking whoever's running Oz Rugby.
Nice. Thanks, Ryan.